Hey, it's Apple Buff and welcome to the review of the 6th Gen iPad mini. Apple's brand new iPad mini was absolutely a show stealer during Apple's 2021 September event. Well, at least for me, I was pretty impressed with the iPad mini. The most noticeable thing when you see the iPad mini for the first time is the completely redesigned look of it. And to be honest, I do feel that this one does follow the same design DNA as the iPad Pro and the iPad Air. There's also a Touch ID which is now built into the sleep or see the power button, but the fact is that it's really fast and convenient enough. Along with the Touch ID, now even the volume buttons are also placed on the top because now we do have a support for the 2nd Gen Apple Pencil which can be attached, charged and made use of. Let's talk about the screen size. I mean, no doubt, the size of the mini is quite small, but what's really good is the fact that we have a screen size of a whopping 8.3 inches. And the display you get is a liquid retina display, which means watching any type of content on the mini won't be a problem. Coming from the 120Hz ProMotion display on the 2021 iPad Pro, I do feel that the display of the mini isn't as fluid as it should be, as it has a display of 60Hz. But before we start blaming the refresh rate on the mini, we certainly shouldn't forget the price tag at which it's being made available at. At least it's still cheaper than the Pro models. Since we are talking about the display, I certainly shouldn't miss talking about the jelly screen effect that comes to notice when you scroll through the content on the iPad mini. Well, to be frank, I do feel that it isn't a big issue to be addressed because trust me, before the articles featuring the effect came into limelight, I didn't even notice it. So we need to understand that the main use case for this device is to view content anytime and anywhere. Viewing YouTube or Netflix videos is absolutely great. However, there are no compulsions though. I mean, if you want to use it to edit videos on iMovie or LumaFusion, use Adobe Lightroom to edit your photos, you can do that without any problem. With the Apple Pencil and iPad OS 15, you can now make use of quick notes to write down the notes as quick as possible. To be frank, due to its small size, the keys on the keyboard looks a bit clumsy, which makes typing on the iPad mini a bit slow and difficult. But keeping that aside, the iPad mini is handy, light in weight and portable, hence it can be used as a note-taking device. The A15 Bionic processor is pretty fast and amazing. Over the last few days, I have been making full use of the iPad mini, which means I have been using the heavy loaded apps and also switching from one app to another. And I do feel that the performance is almost same as that on my 2021 iPad Pro. I mean, it's just fast and really beyond my expectations. With the new mini, we get a 12 megapixel rear-facing camera, which isn't an ultra-wide one, but keeping that bitter truth aside, the rear-facing camera is a pretty decent one. And just like the rear-facing camera, even the front-facing camera is a 12 megapixel one that does support center stage. Just in case if you aren't familiar with what center stage is, well, with center stage, as you move around during a video call, even the front-facing camera pans with you, keeping you in the shot. This, in fact, is really mind-blowing. The iPad mini comes with a smaller battery capacity, which means you will have to compromise in terms of battery life. And roughly speaking, you'll get a 10 hours of battery usage with the iPad mini. But to save that, Apple now ships the iPad mini with a 20-watt charging adapter and the most awaited USB-C cable. Overall, I do feel that the iPad mini is just a great iPad option for the students and for the people who are just getting started with the iPad, as it's affordable, has a great display, is fast in terms of performance and even light in weight. So overall, it's just perfect. So with that being said, this is Apple Buff signing off. Catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.